Good morning, everybody. Mike Vacchi, Princetontrader.com, here with your Friday market webcast. Okay, so get this out of the way. Oh, we're just a mess this morning. All right, and it's back. Daily chart. Bears had a decent day yesterday. I mean, they made some progress. They pushed. We've been down to the 3,900 area a couple of times. Bulls have held it there, but I mean, you know, we're below the 9-day at 24.25. I'm going to show you the hourly chart in a minute, and you're going to see that we have a consistent, steady amount of resistance at the mid band on the hourly chart. But the Bears have yet to deal with the roundy as far as converting it goes, have yet to deal with weekly pivot down at 88 or the daily mid band at 77. So, you know, there's still a lot of room for this thing to pull back, and there's a lot of key areas that the Bears are going to have to conquer and convert in order to get any kind of a deeper pullback in the tape. Like if you want to go see the 50-day again, if you want to go back to the lower band, you're going to have to deal with some of these areas. I don't think they can take today off. They need to have another good day today. You need to put a couple of real solid red candles on this daily chart for everybody to take notice that it's coming in a little bit. So here's the hourly, and you can see you got mid-band resistance here, and you have it here. There was the first trip down to 3,900. They did 3,900 half, a little bit lower last night. 98 half. Europe ripped it in their face. I mean, that's just kind of what they do. But then you've got 4 to 5 hours of an inability to get through that hourly midband. You see the weekly pivot down here, 89 half. Here's your pre-FOMC price, 31 half. That's the 9-day. And underneath it here, you see the green line. That's your daily midband. 20-day simple moving average. So you can see here, before I zoom it back in, you convert these areas, it opens up some price from a couple of weeks ago. Where are we here? You know, all the way back in the not so distant past of March 8th, 2021, we were dealing with a low of 37.86. This thing has room to come in if it's ready to come in. That's up to the Bears. But the ability to convert or the inability to convert these areas are going to tell me whether we're going to get something deeper, or if it comes in, holds the roundy, holds weak, if it holds this area, then it's a gold-plated invitation for the Bulls to take it back up next week. So that's where we are. That's the day in a nutshell. Some days are more complicated than others. So the number one thing I'm going to look at today on the close is, are we closing with 39s or are we closing with 38s? Bears should close it with 38s, especially after taking a trip down there last night. That Sunday into Monday, we'll see where the new weekly pivot comes out. The weekly pivot should certainly end up probably being above price because we put in that 39.78 this week. The Bears need to take control early next week. They need to win the weekly pivot and get that directional pricing later in the week if they can. So, big day for the Bears. It's a follow-through day. It's what they're terrible at, but they need to produce. All right. Everybody have a fantastic day. Have a fantastic weekend. Be safe. Be healthy. Take care. Come check out the room. Trade them well. Talk to you Monday. Follow us over on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at Princeton Trader. Check us out on Facebook and join us for a free trial at www.princetontrader.com. Trade them well.